First of all, happy Independence Day and request you all to watch this video fully. My first video was the third L, which was about water conservation. Actually, this video motivated me to do my other videos in Synergy Time Machine. My thought was to make videos, one message to 100 friends. But I received some good feedback and suggestions from few elders, for which I am thankful to those who took time to watch and comment. Please note that my videos are friendly reminders in a small way. Now, coming to this subject. Watch this video.
Water. You might not see it, but this is probably the strangest thing in the universe. Here's why. Every molecule of water on the Earth and inside you or any other living thing has existed for billions of years. After it came to Earth, that water has been cycling through rocks, air, animals, plants, and back again. Each molecule has been on an incredible voyage before coming to you. At some point, the water inside you would have been inside dinosaurs, bacteria, the oceans, storm clouds, the polar ice caps, and much more. All of the water on Earth is alien. They might be a familiar part of our world, but our oceans formed hundreds of millions of years after our planet took shape. The water arrived on asteroids and comets from space, objects from the edge of our solar system. They were leftovers of the vast clouds of dust and rocks that didn't quite make it into planets. This is the origin of all the water you can see on the Earth. Water doesn't follow the normal rules of chemistry. For a start, it shouldn't really be a liquid on our planet. A water molecule is made from two very light atoms, hydrogen and oxygen. And at the temperatures and pressures on the surface of the Earth, the rules of chemistry say that water should be a gas. And unlike any other chemical, when water freezes, it expands. And so ice floats on water. Now, you see this every day, but take a moment to think about how weird that is. Over time, this odd behavior has been very useful. By insulating the water underneath, floating ice has enabled complex life to survive and evolve on our planet, despite the many ice ages that have frozen the Earth's surface solid. And the strangeness just goes on and on. Did you know that hot water freezes faster than cold? Yes, really. No one knows why. Water molecules can flow upwards against the force of gravity. That's because they love to stick to each other. They're so good at it that they can actually pull each other up through tiny channels, such as the tiny blood vessels in your body. That's how oxygen and nutrients reach the edges of your brain. The same process, called capillary action, allows plants to move water from deep below the ground to nourish the leaves and branches that grow in the sunshine. Our solar system is drowning in water. Once upon a time, we thought that we were alone on Earth with so much water. But in fact, it's the second most common molecule in the universe. We now know there's water on the Moon, on Mars, Pluto. In fact, there's H2O on almost every object in our solar system. And where there's water, there could be life. So pour yourself a glass of water now and take a good look at this colourless, featureless and tasteless material. It's actually remarkable.
Our country has harvested rainwater since the 10th century. The largest rainwater harvesting tank was built by the Chola kings in the 11th century. Bamboo is used in pipes in Meghalaya to divert rainwater into fields as drip irrigation. Fresh water on Earth is only 2.5% of the total water, though 75% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. Plants grow when in rainwater as it is close to pH level, high nitrogen content and lack of added chemicals. Why is it important to save water?
This is me. I know I don't exactly look like Jedi Knight type, but I wasn't always like this. So I was having a good life until this happened. Oh well, so I turned into, yeah. Alright, I may have exaggerated this part a bit, but you have been warned.
Water conservation has been an age-old practice across Indian communities long before the climate change crisis began. Historical evidence tells us that both floods and droughts were a regular occurrence back in the days, but so was the traditional rainwater harvesting techniques. Unique to the region, based on the geography and cultural climate, let's look at some of the rainwater harvesting systems that have been prevalent in India. It is common to hear that water is essential for your health. But why? Let us see some reasons to drink up. First, water helps us to create saliva. Water regulates our body temperature. It protects our tissues, spinal cord and joints. Water helps excrete waste through perspiration, urination and defecation. It prevents constipation and aids in digestion. Water helps in blood and oxygen circulation, nutrients absorption and helps in lose weight. Water helps boost energy and fights off illness. It also aids in cognitive function, improves mood, keeps skin bright. It prevents overall dehydration.
सुना ये पूरी धरती तू चलाता है, मेरी भी सुन ले अरज मुझे घर बुलाता है, भगवान है कहाँ रे तू, है खुदा है कहाँ रे तू.
On this day of our 73rd independent year, my humble request is to show some love for our country by saving this fluvial gem that Mother Nature has given us in plenty. Now, thought of the day. Lessons to learn from water. Number 1. Adjust yourself in every situation and shape. Number 2. Most importantly, find your own way to flow. Number 3. Little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. Watch all my other videos in Synergy Time Machine. Like, share and save water. Bye-bye.
research on it.
I like it.
In the 16th century, Panamina Cocooned was built to conserve water in this arid region. Built 8 stories into the ground, it reached the water table, or the point where soil and rock are always soaked with water. During the dry winter months, subsoil water flows underground into the stepwell. During the monsoon season, from June to September, rainwater fills the well, sometimes up to the top stair. The stepwell's zigzagging stairs go all the way to the bottom, so no matter the water level's height, locals could collect water.
What makes it such a wonder is that it was not only made for its beauty, it was made for its utility.
During hot months, the steps became a gathering place for women, since the water at the bottom kept the inside at least 9 degrees cooler.
Women were really then both the commissioners of stepwells as well as the inspirations for building of the stepwell. It was their way to ensure their own immortality and also to ensure that they would not be forgotten in history. It is my hope that a new generation of Indians, and particularly also people from the outside of India, will come to India not just seeking out the well-known temples and the tourist spots, but also visit these stepwells that dot the countryside in Rajasthan and India, and to discover these amazing structures.